Hey there, welcome to day 1143 of What's She Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting my journey as I transition from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. Spent about 47 years in offline businesses before I came online, and in different corporations over a quarter century, in different corporations, some of the biggest corporations, most well-known corporations on the planet, as well as different type of businesses, having my own businesses as well as working for large family-owned businesses and again, some of the biggest corporations on the planet, and some interesting partnerships, all kinds of different corporate experiences, as well as having my own business along the way. Since I was 13, I started a nice business when I was 13, and from that time on, I kind of got the entrepreneurial bug. Got it from my dad. He just got it on his own, and he always worked. He had a corporate career for, I don't know, 35 years with Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing, and then retired. But as he was working the whole time, he always had different businesses and things on the side, ranging from, buying and selling and fixing up, or buying and fixing up houses and renting them, to a car wash, to wreaths and Christmas trees and fireworks and liquor stores and wholesale and retail liquor businesses and pizza places and steakhouses and restaurants, and you name it, rodeos, restaurant equipment business, all kinds of things. And that's where I got my bug, my entrepreneurial bug, because I learned from him the power of having your corporate job for, cover your life expenses, and learning skills and learning things about teamwork and higher level intellectual things, and how to structure a business, a big business, as well as practical experience of being the owner of a business, and the different mindset that you bring to an organization when you own something. And it's twofold. Number one, you bring I'm a business owner, I can see this from how we want to run a business perspective, as well as knowing that if the values or the beliefs of that organization somehow become a mismatch for you, you can leave and go do something else. You've got the confidence to know that you can always do something else as well. And you've got something to kind of tide you over from move to move and place to place. So it allows you to take and make a lot more considered risky moves by your peers, because you've got that buffer, that little insurance policy of having more than one stream of income at any given time. Now, the reason I popped online in 2017, I actually came online, probably didn't really show up or do much until very late 2017 or 2018. I really count 2018 because 2017 was kind of my year of learning, and then I had some health challenges and other things that happened. So I dabbled in things. I got a certification in an online program, and then I dabbled in some things and explored and took lots of little shiny object paths that I followed, and learned that one of the most dangerous things online is absolute positive paralysis due to too many possibilities, and they're right in your face and they're easily accessible. A lot of times in the offline world, we can get sidetracked by different things, but it's harder, it takes longer, it's more real than in the online world, where we can just buy a course and we can learn about chatbots, and we can then start creating chatbots. I use that as an example because that's one I actually resisted. I was like, chatbots were coming out right as I was coming online. I'm like, okay, those are really cool, but are they really the next thing that I need to know? Are they really what I need to know right now? And when I started asking that question, instead of just following all the trails, that's when I got smart, and I actually stopped following all the trails and blazing my own trail, creating my own path of success, and what was going to work for me and what wasn't going to work for me. So what am I doing now? Today, I'm actually taking a class called Igniting Momentum, and it's a year-long coaching program. I think it's called Core something. I don't even know. How interesting is that? When the right program for us, or the right coach for us, comes along, we say yes before we even know all the details. We don't even need to know the details. We had an emotional connection, and we know that, yes, this is the right next step for me. Boom. And we just do it. And if we're really following our intuition and really tapped into what it is we want next and are moving toward, or we need next, then the teacher appears. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. So true in my life. That's been. So doing that, and that's the first step in a huge program that I am actually excited about. I haven't been excited about a program, and I purview and look at and watch and see what's going on all over the place, especially through the area of challenges. I watch probably more challenges and participate probably in more challenges than anyone else on the planet. Not because I need to do all those challenges, but because I am learning what works, what doesn't, why people do what they do, how they can use challenges for evil even, how you can use challenges to get people to do things that they probably shouldn't do. It's not in their best interest right now. And then, of course, for good, to help people get a result faster than you can in any other way. The challenges I'm currently doing are the 365-day do one thing every day that centers you, which I'm calling the All About You 365-day challenge, the long name. And then this is actually what we're doing. And today it was about stretching our neck, stretching our neck. I don't do much stretching of my neck, but between the baby and my cell phone and computer work, I definitely need to be doing some more stretching of my neck and things. Mostly I look down, so I probably need to be looking up a lot more than I am when it comes to actually stretching my neck. But that's interesting that that's what our centering activity was today. Why? Because when you stretch your neck, it relaxes you. When you're more relaxed, you're more centered. So I thought that was interesting. Idiom for today for Supersize Your Business was lie down with dogs, wake up with fleas, which I think I could have done a better job on it. I thought about doing a better job on it, but again, remember, I just kind of do these impromptu and I don't practice it. And so several of the things I meant to say and wanted to talk about with respect to that topic, I just forgot. I forget to talk about things. It'd be awesome if I had a giant teleprompter behind my ring light and my phone and I had time to create that. And maybe down the road I'll do that. Maybe I'll get really super duper serious and professional and stoic about creating my content. Nah, probably not going to. But I could, right? I could. And maybe I will. Maybe after this year of coaching, I'll realize that that's the next step, the next thing I need to do. But for right now, what I'm doing is right for me. We're always doing what's right for us based on what we're doing. If something else was right for us right now, we would be doing something else right now. Interesting topic that was brought up yesterday. And I'm sure I'll share some of the things that I learned in that, because really powerful stuff. I mean, it takes some of the things that I've known for a really long time just a step further. For example, in the Get Up and Go Challenge, I talk about the power of questions, and that a lot of times we just have to ask ourselves a different question or a more powerful question. And we went through an exercise yesterday where we did that, and it was mind-boggling how, depending on what you ask, the question you ask, every question we ask ourselves gets answered. Our subconscious will not let a question go unanswered in our brain. Our brains won't let and our mind won't let a question go unanswered. We'll make up an answer, even if it's an absolute lie and not true. Our brain will make it up and serve it up to us, and guess what? Our subconscious will believe it. We'll just move about our merry way, or we'll just stop dead in our tracks and we'll do something different. And so it's really, really interesting, a couple of the things that I'm learning and how I can tweak some of the tools that I've been teaching people how to use just to make them even more effective than they are already. And that's part of why we learn, and we are always reading, and I am anyway, reading and investigating and looking for new ways to do things and new tools that will work for me to make me a better human, to make me more effective, and make it easier for me to do the things that I want to do. I truly believe that we make our lives a whole lot more complicated and a whole lot harder than they have to be. Me included. My God. I actually talked myself into dropping dead. I had made my life so complicated. So if I have the power to do that, what else can I do, right? Sometimes we need to ask ourselves those questions instead of, why me? Why did this happen to me? Why do I have pain? Why did I break my leg? Well, you ran into that tree skiing. Why does my competitor get all the customers and I don't get any? Well, if you ask that question, your brain will say, well, because you're an ass and they're a lot better than you, and so they get all the customers and you don't. So where does that leave you? Kind of nowhere, right? So you want to ask a better question. What can I do to create the business that I love and want? What can I do to bring more customers to me easily and effectively? The questions that we ask are so powerful. So thinking about that today, I can't even remember what I titled this one. Isn't that funny? I thought about it a long time, and I was having trouble thinking about, what am I feeling today? What am I talking about? What do I want to talk about? I spent about 4 hours this morning in the wee hours with my brand new month-old granddaughter because she wasn't sleeping. And so I guess I'm just a little off and tired today. We all get that way sometimes, right? I love people that pretend that they're always awesome and everything is always awesome. And I'm awesome a lot, right? I like to believe that, and every Monday especially, I feel awesome. But sometimes we are literally physically tired and we need a little more caffeine. But because the baby was crying, our coffee got ice cold. So we do what we got to do. That's all I've got. Again, I'm doing a training, Get Up and Go Challenge. I will do a Get Up and Go Challenge April 1st through 30th because I'm traveling into May. And so I would like to have waited and done it for May, but I'm going to be gone at least the first 2 weeks of May, so that doesn't work. So I want to do it in April. I don't want to go. I just don't want to drop it. It's selfishly so good for me, and it so gets me up going and moving in the right direction. And I think it's a really good structure and framework because I think it's really powerful. I want to keep building on that as I learn and grow to be the example of what a real training challenge can do for people and for me as well, and for people, other people as well. I'm rambling, so I'm going to go get a hot cup of coffee, say goodbye, have an awesome day. If I can help you in any way, ask in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow with maybe a much more eloquent version of the what's she up to now. Have a great day.